Hi, I'm Yahi Sasa, and today we're talking about Finland.
So first of all, Finland is a Nordic country located in northeastern Europe bordering three countries. Russia to the east, Norway to the north, and Sweden to the northwest. The longest border is with Russia, which is generally hilly and bumpy, whilst the border with Norway is mostly mountainous, and the border with Sweden is mostly the Mornio and Tornio rivers, which eventually flow into Sweden. Oh yeah, and don't call this place Scandinavian. It's Nordic. Like Scandinavia's Denmark, Norway, Sweden, and Nordics are them plus Iceland and Finland. Also, if you include the territories, the Åland Islands, the Faroe Islands, and Greenland. Also, keep in mind that I'll do a separate video on each of the territories because they're slightly different to their parent countries, and I just love them anyway. I think they're very interesting. Finland is divided into 19 different parts, with the capital and largest city Helsinki to the south, which interestingly is on a peninsula in the Gulf of Finland. And this city alone is where 20% of Finns live. Full disclaimer, when I say the centre of Finland, I mean the provinces of central Finland, not the province called central Finland. The north is generally rural and very snowy, so one really cool method of transport is reindeer sleighing or even husky sleighing. Of course, this area is the most likely place you'll see the northern lights, which are designed to just make you say, wow. People go skiing here all the time. Temperatures here can even plummet way below freezing, as Finland is one of the few countries that are above the Arctic Circle. In fact, you can even drive a tank over the freezing ice. That's how cold it is. Just ask the Finns during the Winter War. This is also where the Norwegian border is. And also, finally, you can see the Ice Hotel, and this is also where the Sami live. Now, the centre of Finland is very flat and is heavily forested. This is also where a lot of lakes can be found. Central Finland is also well known for its fishing industry, its bears, and its great sporting events. So, lots of hockey players are from here, and it's said to be the most typical of Finnish regions, having mostly Finnish people here. It's very tranquil and peaceful and just very natural. It's not fake or touristy. Now, when it comes to Western Finland, this region is also known for its fishing and its other beautiful islands. Now, due to its history, which I will cover in another separate video, it's the most Swedish influenced region of all of Finland, as this is where most of all the Swedish speakers are in Finland. In fact, the old province flag had a Swedish flag on its coat of arms. As mentioned before, the Åland Islands will get their own video because it's a little bit different from its parent country, as it speaks Swedish and it has its own traditions. Eastern Finland is also known for its beautiful lakes and its Karelian culture, as this is where many of them actually live. There is also many museums here because this is where most of the World War II battles took place, commemorating that. This is also where the Slavonian people are and the very long Russian border. And finally, the south. This is the most densely populated part of Finland and is stunning. I mean, this is where the capital Helsinki is, which I actually visited and thought was amazing. And also, you can, if you wanted to, go to or from Helsinki by ferry to, say, Tallinn in Estonia, which I believe is like, I think, 2 hours. Finland can actually be divided up into 311 municipalities. I bet their geography lessons must suck. One of the municipalities is called Kolari, which means car accident. When it comes to education, Finns have the best education in the world according to many different sources, especially with language. They're amazing at speaking English. Literally every single Finn I actually spoke to spoke fluent English. Then when it comes to Swedish, every single Finn told me they hated learning it in school due to history. Yeah, we'll explain that maybe later in the history video. And also keep in mind there's a merged city on the Finnish and Swedish border. On the Finnish side there is Tornio, and on the Swedish side there is Harpananda. I was told it's celebrated New Year's Day twice. It's to do with the different time zones. So Finland and Sweden have different time zones. Finland is 1 hour ahead of Sweden, and so you could just step back in time an hour if you cross from Finland into Sweden, and then you can get drunk twice. I mean, enjoy the fireworks twice. Now, I think that is it for the geography part of the video. So now what can you see inside these borders? So you can obviously see why Finland attracted 3.6 million tourists which travelled to Finland in 2017. Yeah, Finland is just really popular on the global stage. I myself want to go back there like literally now, it's just so good. Tampere, situated in the southern part of Finland between two lakes, Tampere is the second biggest city in the country. Tampere has many museums and tourist destinations. One of the main attractions in Tampere is Sakaniemi amusement park, which provides heaps of fun for everyone. It includes a park that features an aquarium, a planetarium, a children's zoo, an art museum, and an observation tower. Tampere is also well known for offering many lake activities where you can also experience public saunas with the locals. The city of Turku is a seaside gem and is located on the southwest coast of Finland at the mouth of the Ora River. It was originally the first capital of Finland, but is now the third largest city of Finland. Buses are very plentiful in Turku. It has one of the best public transport systems, so it's very easy to get around Turku. The Turku riverbank has many restaurants where you can enjoy a meal whilst taking in the beautiful view of the city. The imposing Turku Castle sees many tourists visiting each year. It's been standing since the 1280s and attracts practically everyone, all ages. Or go to Ulas, where you can ski or go on an Arctic safari and see the animals and northern lights. I mean, just look at these pictures. There's also the Snow Village, the Sea Life Helsinki Centre, the well-known fortress of Saminina, the really cool Templiakien Church, the Helsinki Cathedral, the National Museum of Finland, Hämeenlinna, Santa Claus Village, and Royal Zoo, which is the northernmost zoo in Finland and the second in the world. Kajaani lies at the heart of central Finland. It's famous for fishing and has many familiar landmarks, one of which is the Kajaani Castle, built in the early 17th century. It's located at the Kajaani River. Now, for the wildlife of Finland, you'll see bears all over eastern Finland. The brown bear is actually the national animal of Finland, along with the swan. You'll also find the Finnish spit, which is really cool. There's also lynxes, wolves, wolverines, and the really cute Emin. And how could I forget my favourite animal, the Sayama ringed seal? Finns are generally absolute mad lads. They jump in freezing cold water. Now, we all know they have the wife carrying competition. They basically live in saunas, even naked sometimes. They have reindeer police. I mean, one time a Finn were in a sauna and the Russian's heart actually stopped. But it showed how determined these people are. It's very sad though. With all these beautiful sights and surroundings, Finland is truly an amazing place to live. I mean, Finland actually won the Happiest Country Award at one point. So when going to Finland, and it also applies to its southern neighbour Estonia, remember to be very quiet and just don't be so very loud and don't leave trash. That they fine tourists quite a lot of money if you go to Finland or maybe it's southern neighbour Estonia and you leave trash everywhere. It's a very environmentally friendly country, Finland. Now, how do we kind of transition from food from this? So, Finnish food and drink is really nice just because it is so unique. Most people generally know salmiakki and malmi, but what about runnetanen, musta mukara, saltsina, my favourite chocolate, phaser blue? I so love phaser blue. There's also leipäjuusto, sauteed reindeer, maikorica, Karelian hot pot.
Now, Finland is the highest alcohol consuming country in the entire world, but even their neighbours have a go. Russians, Latvians, Lithuanians, Estonians. Even gravity has a go sometimes.
Now, when it comes to drink, Finns love the garage drink, which is like a lemonade sort of thing. And of course, the famous Finlandia vodka, and also Korsken Vina. Keep in mind, I think these are all alcoholic drinks, but yeah, if you want to buy alcohol, maybe go to Estonia because it's usually more cheaper than Finland. Now, how do they order this food? Well, let's find out. Finland is actually the only Nordic member of the Eurozone, having replaced the Finnish mark to the euro in 1999. This was a major reason why the country's economy has seen major growth, with its tourism industry, which is rapidly growing, and people are beginning to discover this beautiful country. Oh yeah, and stop calling this country a socialist utopia. I detest it when you say that. Yeah, remind me of political stuff. The Prime Minister is actually the youngest in the world as of right now. They are also politically neutral in all affairs. They're not a member of NATO, and they were never were a member of the Warsaw Pact either during the Cold War. They're just neutral, politically neutral. When it comes to sport, Finns absolutely adore ice hockey. Oh, they love it so much. Now, when it comes to religion, Finns generally are Christian at around 70 odd percent, with the other mostly being atheist. The religious people, they tend not really to go to church, like that's kind of dying. They tend to just go in the sauna instead. So when it comes to language, Finland is actually a trilingual country. They speak both Finnish, obviously, and Swedish, though, as mentioned before, most also speak English. Swedish, being an official language, is compulsory to learn in schools, which literally every single Finnish person I spoke to told me they hated learning it. Sorry, Swedes. This is due to the history and many other factors, like how Swedish isn't really used in the whole world. Now, the Finnish language is probably one of the hardest languages to learn for an English speaker, spoken by about 5 million ish people, mostly in Finland and parts of Sweden, Russia, and Norway. Though I was told the Finnish spoken in those countries outside of Finland was just a little bit different to Finnish from actual Finland. Finnish is actually not intelligible to a Swede, a Norwegian, an Icelander, or a Dane because it's a completely different language family. And one of the closest languages to Finnish is Estonian, which is apparently fairly similar, though apparently some words are the same, though they mean completely different things. This is because Finnish is a Finno-Ugric language, so it's linked with Estonian, and for some reason it's linked with Hungarian as well. So Finland really has made its mark on the world stage. I mean, everyone knows Angry Birds, the gaming company Supercell, and Nokia, right? And also Finnish memes. To finish this Finland video, oh come on, I kinda had to. You were expecting it. So to end the video, Finland is a beautiful winter wonderland filled with beautiful sights and stunning northern lights. I hope you enjoyed the video. I tried my best to cover it a lot. Finland is such an amazing country. I just love it so bad. So now we're going to do the Nordic territories now. So please subscribe and join me on the journey as the autonomous Danish territory of the Faroe Islands are coming up next. Sorry I butchered the Finnish pronunciations. I'm rubbish at Finnish. And thanks to the Finns who helped me with the research. I'll comment down below of who they were. And finally, thank you for watching.